Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest Walk Tutorials. I am DQIII, and in this video we're going to go over the November 14th updates. So with this over here in our notices section, you're going to see pretty much right up here. So pretty much from today, November 14th, the HD 2D version of Dragon Quest III goes on sale. And to celebrate this, there's going to be a special campaign in Dragon Quest Walk. So pretty much tapping right here, we're going to have the HD 2D version Dragon Quest Walk 3 Anniversary Present Quest. So pretty much to commemorate the release of the new game, a special present quest will be available in the game. So completing the present quest will get you 1,000 gems and 100 banner tickets for the HD 2D version Dragon Quest 3 release revival banner. So this banner will feature weapons from the Dragon Quest 3 ReWALK event from earlier this year, which I will go over later in this video. So this present quest is going to be until November 19th. Then here, pretty much like before in the ReWALK event, we're going to have the return of everyday class spots. So pretty much that's also going to be up until the end of this particular campaign, which is going to be November 19th, but I'll go over that later in this video. Then over down here we're going to actually have information about the King's Sword. So pretty much the King's Sword is now going to be, you can further upgrade the King's Sword in the Forge. In this case, it's going to go past Kai level 10. So pretty much making the Giga Sword Kai even stronger. So if you go over here, you're going to see what you actually get. So here with the King's Sword for Kai level 1, you're going to get plus 10% damage to demons. Kai level 2, you're going to get an increase to the Giga Sword. So with Giga Sword Kai, you're going to have an increase of MP from 23 to 31. Then in terms of Dane damage, it's going to be increased from 350 to 440 Dane weapon damage to one enemy, with a rare chance of increasing the wielder's defenses. Then over here, Kai level 3, we're going to have an addition of a sudden activation ability, which is the Mark of the Legend. So this is going to cost 6 MP, and at the start of the battle, the wielder is bestowed the Blessing of Roto, in which they take 10% less damage from spells. This is going to last 6 turns. And then pretty much like on any of the other weapons that are upgradable in the Forge, you will be able to get a special animation if the weapon is equipped on the character labeled as self after successfully defeating a mega monster. Then for the Kai levels after that, here they're going to just be increases to Giga Sword Kai. So in case of level 5, 2% increase, 6, 2% increase, level 7, 3% increase, level 8, 3% increase, level 9, 4% increase, 10, 6% increase, 11, 8% increase, 12, 10% increase, 13, 12% increase, and 14, 15% increase. So that is going to be that there. So definitely, if I have the time, I would like to try to actually do complete this upgrade all the way up to 14, though that is going to take some time. Then next over here we're going to actually have the banner. So this is going to be the HD 2D version Dragon Quest III release revival banner, which is going to be now available. So like I mentioned earlier, this is going to be featuring equipment from the Dragon Quest III ReWALK event, which will include the banners, the weapons, and gear from the following banners. So you're going to have the Dragon Quest Day Anniversary banner, which featured this weapon right here. So this is going to be the Great Sword of Darkness Repelling Light. So actually with this particular banner, I actually did get all the gear in. You've seen me use this particular weapon, especially in recent battles as well. So this weapon actually does go in. If you want to know more about the weapon, I'll actually have a card in the top right to go to a video where I do break it down. Then from that there, we're also going to have equipment from the Veteran Warriors banner. So with the Veteran Warriors banner, that actually had the first banner to actually have two different weapons in it. You're going to have the Demon Axe, and then you're also going to have the Zombie Killer. So major differences between these two weapons is the main ability for the Demon Axe actually has a chance of lowering enemy spell power, while the Zombie Killer has the power to lower enemy attack power. So that's actually quite good. I would like to get the Zombie Killer just for that reason alone, being able to actually lower the spell power of an enemy. That would actually, or the attack power of the enemy, that would actually work out quite well. Then also with the banners, you're also going to get their shields as well. So the legendary shield of the hero. So with this, protective light actually protects you against disruption waves, so that actually works out well. Then over here, the shield of strength gives you over energy, which allows you to get increases to your max HP and MP for a certain amount of time. So pretty much with this particular banner, you're going to be able to get a 1,000 and 2,000 purchase gem 10 chest draws. So with this, you'll be guaranteed at least one 5-star gear, but not necessarily from this banner. And then every 3,000 gems used for a 10 chest draw, you will receive a stamp, but not unlike previous banners. There will be only one stamp sheet, so you will only receive 5-star pickup on the 6th and 10th stamps. So please be careful about that. Then besides that, in terms of the weapons that are going to be featured in here, pretty much with the 5-star equipment appearing in this banner, any banner related to the Dragon Quest III, will also appear in this banner, pretty much with the exception of equipment related to Lamia. So that is going to be that there. Then over here, like I mentioned earlier, we're going to have the return of everyday class spots. So pretty much in honor of the release of the HD2D version of Dragon Quest 3, we will have an everyday class spot campaign from November 14th to November 29th. So with this, on each day there will be a spot on the field showing one of 4 classes. Tapping on the class will grant you a special effect somewhat similar to the walker skills of these special classes, and this is also going to include a new class. So over here, you're going to actually see the 4 classes that are going to that you'll be able to have. The first class, the new one, that is going to be the Monster Tamer. So the actual effect of this particular class, it pretty much increases the rate at which souls drop on the field. That is going to be for 15 minutes. For the Sage, it allows you to see soul chance spots from long distances. Well, again, 15 minutes. Then after that, we're going to have the Merchant, which increases the amount of gold received from regular field battles by 100%. That lasts 10 minutes. And then we're going to have the Thief, which increases the number of guiding shards received from regular field battles pretty much by 40. So that is going to also be for 10 minutes. So pretty much here in regards to the schedule is going to be pretty much like this. On the first day, we're going to have the Monster Tamer. Then the next day, Merchant, Thief, Sage, Monster Tamer, Merchant, Thief, Sage, Merchant, Thief, Sage, Merchant, Thief, Sage, and then last will be Monster Master. So that is going to be the order of how things are going to be going for the class spots on the field. So with this, there is a special mission. Pretty much tapping on the class spots will help clear that special mission, and with that special mission you will get 100 banner tickets for this revival banner, and then also a decoration for your house as well. So again, this special mission and also the campaign will be up until November 29th. Then next over here we're going to actually have the new Hokora season. So this is going to be from November 14th to December 5th. So with the schedule here we're going to have still the Megaton Kale season 4. In this case, we're going to have a new Hokora Ruler that is going to be the Setsugen Ryu, or the Snowfield Dragon. Also, with the new season, we're also going to have to start the ranking. So on the 21st and 29th of November, we will have Hokora refreshes, with on the 5th going to have score calculations, and then on the 6th going to have the ranking results. So here, this is going to be the new Hokora Ruler, the Snowfield Dragon. So this is going to be recommended for level 50 special classes. Effective skills going to be pretty much all of them: weapon, physical technique, spell, and breath damage. Effective attributes going to be Dorma Jabaria. Ineffective attributes going to be none, but in terms of status effects used or debuffs used, it's going to use sleep and knockdown for this particular Hokora. Then before I mentioned for the autumn everyday walk festival, or energetic walk festival, here we're going to have the special event Hokora for basic classes level 30. So that's going to be the Madara Icho. So for basic classes level 30, effective skills, all of them. For the effective attributes, going to be Zaba, Mera, Gira, and Hyado. No ineffective attributes and no special debuffs used, so that's going to be that there. So pretty much all the other Hokoras are still going to be around, including the Servant of the Dark Lord still be as the returning Hokora Ruler in this case. Then in other cases, here for the conditions of the Hokora, you're going to actually have these 6 here. So no support skills can be used during the battle, or only one support skill can be used during the battle. Items can't be used beyond their maximum allowable capacity. Items can't be used. Deal with the World Tree can only be used once, and Leaf with the World Tree can only be used once. So pretty much for this season, like I said, the Servant of the Dark Lord will continue to be the returning Hokora Ruler, and the Stone Beast and Shadow Panther are no longer Hokora Rulers. So pretty much here, like I mentioned about the Snowfield Dragon. So with the Snowfield Dragon, since its main weakness is going to be Dorma, I'm going to be using 2 weapons that will be dealing Dorma damage to the enemy, while using Lamia's Whip to buff up the skills of my character's attacks. So this particular team here. So pretty much over here, I'm going to have a High Priest equipped with the Angel Rod, going to use Ultra Hustle Dance in order to heal characters, also using that to charm the enemy, and possibly using Encore in order to give extra actions to characters. Then over here, this is going to be a Archmage equipped with Lamia's Whip. So Lamia's Whip going to have Flame of the Phoenix. So Flame of the Phoenix is going to actually do some damage to the enemy. Usually does flame or EO damage. In this case, also going to be buffing up the following character. So increases to gives them a limit break, increases their skill power, and also critical hit rate. So that's actually quite good. Then over here, going to have a ninja equipped with Claw the Dragon Queen. So with this is going to do some pretty good dormant breath damage to all enemies, and has a very rare chance to blow enemies away. I actually have had this happen with this particular Hokora, so it should actually work out quite well. Then over here, going to have a Demon Swordsman equipped with the Metal King Greatsword. So with Grand Nebula, should actually be doing some pretty good damage. So I also probably will do some buffing as well, so we'll see what happens. So with that said, I now want to actually go ahead and take a look at the Hokora Ruler. So going to go over here to my Hokora Ruler list, and here we have the Snowfield Dragon. So here with the Snowfield Dragon, of course with the name Dragon, it's going to be a dragon type enemy, have around 120,000 HP, 2 to 3 actions per turn, weaknesses, Dorma and Jibadia. Its main ability is going to be a Kagayakushi Iki, which is a Shining Breath that does around 250 Hado breath damage to all characters. It's also going to have a Kachiage, which is a Horn Thrust. This does around 300 physical damage to one character with a chance of knocking them down. Going to have a Oabare, which is a Rampage, which does around 160 physical damage 4 times to random characters. Going to also have a regular attack that does around 300 physical damage to one character. Then besides the Snowfield Dragon, there's also going to be 2 other dragons in the battle as well. The next one is going to be the Ice Fly, which has around 67,000 HP, 2 actions per turn, and also in terms of weaknesses, going to be Bagi and Jibadia. Then in terms of skills used, it's going to have a Kogoeru Fubiki, which is going to be an Ice Storm. So with Ice Storm, that does around 300 Hado breath damage to all party members. It's going to have a Hado, which does around 350 Hado spell damage to one character. Going to have a Nemuri Osaso Kogeki, which is a sleep attack that does around 300 physical damage to one character and has a chance to put them to sleep. It's going to have a Rari Homa, which casts sleep on all characters, and a Baikir, to which increases attack by 2 ranks. Then after that, we're also going to have a Baby Newt, so also a dragon type character, going to have around 80,000 HP, 2 to 3 actions per turn, weaknesses, Jibadia and Io. So with this, one of its 2 breath attacks is going to be Kori no Iki, which is Ice Breath, which does around 280 Hado breath damage to all characters. It's also going to have a Kaien no Iki, which is a Flame Breath, which does around 280 Mera breath damage to all characters. And it's also going to have a regular attack that does around 300 physical damage to one character. So notes for this, pretty much with this here, this isn't going to be too difficult, but if you are having some difficulty, you can use these 3 things. So use Protective Shield on all characters to protect them from buffs or debuffs. Use Fubaha to lessen the damage of enemy breath attacks, and then use Soul Pearls, and gear that gives you increased damage and or resistances to dragons. So that's going to be that there. But with that said, with this team I have, this should actually work out quite well. So with that said, here we go. Okay, so here we go with this battle. Okay, so here, going to go ahead with my ninja. I could possibly blow one of them away. Let's see. Okay, I blew away the Baby Newt. Here, going to go ahead and just attack and give my Demon Swordsman a buff. So here, what I'm going to do is just go ahead, use Metal Super Critical Hit Stance. And here, what I'll do, I'm actually going to go ahead, use Encore and Extreme Karma. This may not finish them off, but it's going to at least cut them down to maybe half or so. We'll see what happens. Okay, so not a whole lot there. Regular attack. There goes Hado. There goes Rampage. So there goes the Shining Breath. And there goes a Horn Thrust, which missed. Here again comes Queen's Breath, Darkness. So Flames Phoenix. And here, this should actually possibly do the job. Oh, just took out the dragon. Or the Ice Fly. But that's fine here. Regular attack. So there goes a Horn Thrust and a regular attack again. And with that... Ooh, okay. Finished. Okay. So this Hokora is worth 33,651 XP. And the Snowfield Dragon is a blue soul, and here I got a D. So that was my battle against this Snowfield Dragon. So yeah, that battle is actually pretty straightforward. It's not as bad as some other Hokoras. I would say compared to especially Horse Devil is actually recommended for level 45 special classes, but that Hokora is actually a lot harder than this one. So definitely you can actually get through this pretty easily if you have the right equipment, like the ones that I did use for this particular battle. So what I'm going to do now is actually end this video here, but like I mentioned in the previous video, I do want to do the Burning Heavens Blair Dark Lord map, and then also I do want to make a video on the new soul for Grizzard and actually compare all the souls together. So please stay tuned for that. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you would like to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.